Welcome back to As Stellantis Turns. Oh man. Catching up on the last episode, Carlos Tavares got caught in the closet doing. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and it is As Stellantis Turns. It is a friggin' telenovela in this month. I'm telling you, man. Today, I want to talk about the fate of the brands that we love, as we may not even get a chance to invest and buy them away or split them away from Stellantis. Yeah, there's insider rumblings now that Warren Buffett, if you don't know who that is, you must have been hiding under a rock or you've never invested money in your life, company, Berkshire Hathaway, who previously invested in a little known company in China, well, not little known to me, but people that don't really look at the Chinese market, called BYD, Bravo Yankee Delta, all right? So that's just the alphanumeric, but BYD, all right? So he was a huge investor, had a huge bet, and may still do so in it. And BYD has been looking for the ability, the option to get into the US market without paying tariffs. Did not want to partner directly, I guess, with Stellantis, as we saw Leap do directly. Now, I know that all of these Chinese companies, Leap as well, they all have some kind of interconnectivity, being with the Chinese government, because the government also has a piece of every single one of these companies. Now, this isn't the first time that BYD directly and Stellantis have done business. Now, this is long before Stellantis was a company, but I remember back in like 2012, maybe 2013, around that frame, where this Chinese company invested tons of money into Peugeot and Citroën back, I'm probably saying that wrong, Citroën or whatever, back in the day, all right? And now that company is now Stellantis, and they're about to miss earnings. And their stock price is at $20 right now, but it could get halved. And the market is seeing this. Warren Buffett is not a dumb investor. Berkshire Hathaway is not a dumb investment group. They're looking for value. They've seen what Dodge was 24 months ago, 36 months ago. One of the top selling brands, constantly churning out Chargers and Challengers. Now, I don't want to hear all the shit in the comments, but V8s are dead, they're not coming back, cafe standard, F your cafe standards, all right? Suck my balls. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking strictly business and numbers right now, all right? And the numbers are, it's a brand that led the correct way, not Mickey Mouse way by Carlos Tavares' dumbass, could possibly revive and come back to that level, including EVs. And where Warren Buffett already has that backing and already has that experience as the investor in BYD, and where BYD wants to come in, it's looking like we're screwed out of some of these Dodge brands. Now, nothing is official yet. These are just rumblings behind the scenes. Since I started doing the videos about us taking over, getting a massive voting share in Stellantis by creating a fund and being the largest investment block in the company, because it's fairly cheap right now. It wouldn't be hard to do. I've been getting hit up behind the scenes by different investment groups. And now I've talked to like my fourth broker outside of the one that we've already scheduled the call with to create the fund. And they said the same thing, that Berkshire Hathaway is looking to break away brands. And what that means is this might be the first time in a long time that Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram may all be at different companies. They may no longer be Mopar. Now, I don't know where that follows. I don't know if Chrysler and Dodge, end up staying, or if it's Jeep and Ram that end up staying. But I don't think Stellantis sells Jeep for anything. I think they hold on to that no matter what. I think Ram could, die, Drago style. If he dies, he dies. But it's looking like if these earnings are as bad as the rumblings are saying they are, they could split Dodge off and or Chrysler and sell them to BYD or another Chinese investment firm. Now, let me give you this real quick here. Give me 1 second. I was doing some research. Now, for most of you guys that don't know, I speak a lot of languages. That's one of my gifts. Now, I misquoted. I didn't mean to. Not BYD. I'm looking at different stuff. I'm reading different Chinese news articles, and it was the state-owned, which then became BYD. But back in the day, this was called the Dongfeng Motor, right? They invested 1.1 billion into Peugeot Citroën as part of a rescue package. All right, this was back in 2014, so I was wrong, not 2012 or 2013, 2014. But what's interesting here is with China has already bought MG. If you guys remember the little British cars from back in the day, the little itty bitty midgets and the little bitty roadsters. Yeah, China owns that now. That's a British brand that is completely owned by China. And it looks like BYD is trying to bring their Seagull brand to America by purchasing Dodge and Chrysler. That's the insider rumbling now in the investor markets. And the reason why it's happening and why you see things moving so quickly right now is because of what Stellantis just did with Leap Motors in Poland, completely circumventing the tariffs on these vehicles. Now they look like food stamp Fiats with these Chinese batteries. Are extremely cheap and they don't have to pay those tariffs, and they undercut the entire market. Now, I don't know if Elon Musk is going to do anything about it. Now, you guys have been emailing me out the ass about Elon Musk meeting with Stellantis this week. I have not been able to confirm any of it. It wouldn't surprise me if Elon Musk is getting rumblings that BYD or, a state-owned Chinese company is trying to buy Dodge and Chrysler, that Elon wouldn't jump in on the bid, because with all of the carbon credit that Tesla would have, they would immediately be able to relaunch Chrysler or Dodge products and be able to crush it. But I don't think that's Elon's vision. I don't know. Maybe he's meeting with Stellantis to get access to the Tesla supercharging network. That's probably more where that's going. But again, every single source that I have within Stellantis, even though I know some of you guys are very influential, some of you guys are writers at publications that are emailing me about this, every source that I have directly in the company that I've asked about it said, we don't know. We don't know if he actually had a call with Carlos Tavares or the board of directors. We don't know. So for you guys emailing me about that, I don't know. One of the things that I do know, though, is we're looking at making this move and getting this done in terms of, trying to build that fund or buy as many shares as possible to be able to have voting rights in that company that is currently Stellantis. By the time these earnings post some point here in July, it may be too late. Berkshire Hathaway might scoop in. Warren Buffett may scoop in with BYD and break Dodge and Chrysler off from Ram and Jeep. And that's what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope that I am. We're still moving forward. I still have that call on July 3rd. If you want to know about that, you guys can email about that. And I published that in a video yesterday. You guys go get the information over there. But what do you guys think about Warren Buffett possibly popping in, or even Elon Musk possibly popping in and splitting one of these Chrysler and Dodge brands off of Stellantis? I think it's more feasible that it's a Chinese company trying to do it to manufacture their electric cars here in America so that they don't have to pay those tariffs. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Let's have a discussion in the comments. Hit the thumbs up button, guys, if you like what I do. It's really simple and it's free. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.